Hello and welcome back to another How to Bloke. Today we're going to do something for Pancake Day. You know, Shrove Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday. We're going to do that. Now, we're not going to do pancakes per se, you know, pancakes that are sweet pancakes, because I don't like sweet pancakes. I've got a savoury tooth, you know. I'd rather have a kebab, or you guys might call it a kebab, than a piece of chocolate cake. For me, a kebab is better. Anyway, so today we're going to do savoury pancakes. So if your better half, rather half or whatever, likes the savoury note rather than the sweet note, you can do this for him or her. So what you're going to need is simple ingredients. They're cheap at this time of year. Some onions, not all of those of course. Some potatoes, not all of those of course. A couple of pans. Now if you haven't got pancake pans, don't worry about it. I'm only using it because it's Pancake Day. You know, if you've got a nice one, you've got one like that, then use that. But what I would say is, if it's non-stick, the better the non-stick, the better results. All right, because this stuff sticks. So if you're using an ordinary aluminium pan, you've got to use loads of oil. You don't really want to use loads of oil. So if you need an excuse to go and buy a new pan, you got it. Right? HowToBloke has told you can go and buy a new pan. Right, you've got potatoes, onions. You don't need any garlic. It's garlic-free one, this one. If you garlic haters and naysayers out there, you're going to need some oil. Cook with frying oil, not seasoning oil or olive oil. Oil for frying, and then some pepper and salt. You're going to need a bowl and a box grater. Right. So we'll get cracking. Now, I'm not going to do all these onions and all these potatoes. I'm just going to do you a couple of batches, so I'll show you what to do. But it's going to be the basic recipe. Alright, you can tweak it, but I'm going to do the basic one, and then you can add spices and whatever you like. So I'm going to go ahead now and peel some onions and peel some potatoes, and we'll come back after that. Right, we're back. Now what I've done is I've peeled some potatoes and peeled some onions. Now what you can see there is enough for two people. Right, I'm not going to do like loads and loads because I don't need to, don't want to. No, not today. I'm just going to show you this recipe. So that's for two people, okay? Now the sort of potatoes you want to buy are the ones that 4 chips. And as simple as that. And they're big white ones, you know.
For fries, isn't it? Fries.
Yeah,
because
fries.
the Americans
fries,
chips, they call it crisps.
Yeah, chips, crisps, and fries. Yeah, French fries, potatoes. Okay, so that's what you need. Don't use ones for salad potatoes or red potatoes. Nothing. More white ones. Ask if you're unsure. Ask your grocer, your fruit and veg store man for potatoes, 4 chips, and he will sell you the right thing. So what we're going to do now. I'll introduce a little glove. I've done it before, but I'll tell you again. When you grate things, especially got somebody who's a bit clumsy, or maybe he's a bit infirm in some way, you can buy one of these gloves. I'm going on Amazon, right? They're not expensive. And what they do is cut resistant, so you know you can grate away. See, I'm always still a bit nervous of shinging my knuckles on there as I'm grating. So if you're any worried about it, then use a glove. Buy one of these gloves, and I'll show you how it works. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to grate these onions and potatoes in there and put them in there. Okay. So this is how we do it. This is how we do it. We're not slicing them, we're grating them. Now, I'll get to the end of this one, I'll show you.
Yeah, we can see that.
You can see it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to bore you, because life is too short. See, now I can get right up close to those blades with this glove. It's brilliant. Okay, so there we are, look, grated potato. It looks like grated cheese, isn't it? But it's not. So I'm going to come back. Let me do an onion for you, show you that. Oh, welcome back. It's alright, the eyes are a bit stingy after this, you know. Anyway, best if you can get it in open the windows. It's so cold, I can't open the windows properly, so.
Could you wear like goggles?
You could wear goggles, a mask, you could wear the full hazmat suit, you know, the full Monty diving bell suit or something like that. Anyway, here we are, look. There's the onions and there's the potato mashed up. Now with the onions, you're never going to get them right down to to the nothingness. You can chop those up. I can't be bothered. So we finally chop those and put them in, but I can't be bothered.
Well, you can save it for a different recipe, can't you?
Well, yeah, I
If
suppose.
you're making a casserole or something.
Right, before you start cooking this stuff, you need to get something, a tray warmed in the oven, because that's where you're going to end up whilst you're cooking them. Okay, now, what stops these things cooking is water. And there's water in the onion, there's water in the potato. Right, so if you can get out any of the water that's in there by squishing it, I'll take this glove off now, I don't need that. By squishing it somehow, I mean, I don't bother. You can press a plate on it and all this business.
Tea towel or muslin cloth or something.
Yeah, do the okie dokie and turn around and all that business, but I can't be bothered. Because it will cook eventually. Look, watch, look. See the water out of there?
Yeah.
You can get that water out, it'll take a shorter time to cook. Now, this is the reason why we're going to use these pans, because these pans won't allow the mixture to boil. If you have a pan with a lid on it, it tends to boil if it's not really ultra hot. So this is why we're using these pans. Right, I'll stop yakking. Now we need in here, I'm going to move my hand first, please, lady camera person. Right. So these gloves anyway, worth buying, I reckon. One of them. You don't need to buy two, do you?
You wash them in a washing machine?
Yeah, you wash them on a low. I don't know what the thing is, but you wash them on a low.
And use them only for food, yeah?
Only for food, yeah. You can't repair your car or your motorbike with them and then use them for food. No, don't do that. It's for food only. So in here we're going to go with some salt. How much salt? I don't know about that much. Some pepper, ground black pepper. So remember, right now you've got your oven tray in the oven nicely warm. It doesn't have to be hot. You're just going to keep it warm. So plenty of pepper. Now don't forget, this is a basic recipe. This is nothing fancy about this. I'm not adding anything else to it. No garlic, no herbs of any sort. This is it. I'll let you play around with it to your heart's content. Now,
I'm thinking bacon pieces would be good.
Yeah.
Ham, cheese.
Yeah, ham, cheese, yeah.
Some chives.
But don't put those on. You don't put them in yet. You put them as a topping.
Oh, okay.
You don't do that. So you give it a good mix. Now, some of you think, oh, I could do with a drop of flour in there. You can put flour in it, but I found why bother? It just makes it burn quicker. So I don't put it in. The flour cooks out before the potatoes, so you end up with a mixture or a pancake with the potatoes raw. Oh, and the onion, you can eat the onion raw, can't you? So it's not so much of a big deal, but potato you need it cooked. So you've got your pans here. These are not cold pans. They're slightly warm. Now the trick is to put these pans on a medium heat, so not to blast it like a deep fat fryer, but nice and gently, because you want to cook it through. Now, small is best with these things. So what you're going to do is get a couple of spoons. You're just going to go like this. We'll do this one here. Right, you're going to press it down like that. So it needs to be that thin, ladies and gentlemen. That thin. So
you can eat these if you're, I guess, a vegetarian, vegan as well. Isn't
yeah,
it?
don't see why not.
If you're gluten intolerant and all that.
Yeah, yeah. Now keep them small so you can turn them over. I mean, you can make them huge, the whole pan, but I find I've done them, you know, many times, and I found them better. Now, with these pancakes, don't stack them up like this. I'll show you. Don't be tempted to do this. Right, they never cook. You've got to press them down. Like 1 centimetre, so less than ½ inch thick. Okay? Less than ½ inch thick, and you're good to go. So don't crowd the pan. If you can get a pan that's got a low edge, you'll stop it boiling, which is a result, because you don't want that. You're trying to make pancakes, not, well, I don't know, something else. Right, how long do you cook these for? Well, it depends. I'd say about 5 minutes each side. On a medium. Don't put it on low, because it'll never cook. You'll be here till next Wednesday. Don't put it on high because you'll burn it before it's all cooked. So I'm going to be on a medium heat. So I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes and come back. Right, we're back. Right, this is after 4 minutes, not 5. Yeah, that's a 5 minute marker. And I've just turned these two over, which was easy. Let me turn this one over just to show you again. So that's how they got to look. So you can do that another 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Right. Now this pan here is not so good. This non-stick is not so good. So I was wrestling a bit to loosen them. But so if you can get a non-stick pan that's the surface is still good. You see that one there, how broken up that one is. Now the same thing would happen if you cook that on an aluminium pan. You just fall apart. It'd be rubbish. So invest in a good and brand new non-stick pan. Right, here's a little one you can do. I just had some left over there. This is a brand new non-stick pan. It's got to cook a little bit more. What do they call the surface of this pan?
Diamond coating or something.
Diamond coating?
It looks like glitter inside, but
it's
not really.
Not Teflon.
No, they call it diamond coating or something. Yeah. It's not really diamonds, I'm sure.
Once these are finishing off, what can you have with them? Now, here are a few serving suggestions. Now, what I like with this, I like it for lunch with a glass of beer. Yes, glass of beer. But what you could do, just like have 3 or 4 of those on a plate, glass of beer, lovely jubbly, that'd be lunch. Now these are not low cal, are they? Look, they're not, the amount of oil you've got to put in there to fry it, not at low cal. So, but beer, potato and onion is vegan. It's gluten free, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the beer may not be, depending on.
Anyway, what would you serve them with?
Anyway, I was talking about beer again. A grated cheese, cheddar, any hard cheese. You could put, I don't know, I've never
bacon?
Tried. Bacon, yeah, fry some bacon, put it on top. Or just put fry it first.
Would you not add little lardons inside the mixture?
No, it doesn't work. You can try, but
why not?
It just doesn't work, it falls apart.
Oh, too big.
Too big.
Herbs?
Herbs, yeah. Use the kind of like salad herbs, or you can use dried garlic, you know, I haven't got any, have I got any? Yes, yeah, garlic, lazy garlic powder, whatever. You could put a bit of oregano in it.
What about curry spices?
Yeah, curry, you can put some curry powder in it, that's a good idea. You can put that in with when you're mixing it. But I'll leave it to you, this is a basic recipe. If I said to you, oh, you've got to add garlic to it, yeah, much better. No, you don't have to add garlic to it, it will improve the flavour. But if you love garlic,
I like mine served with a fried egg on top.
Yeah, fried egg is always good. Right, let's hook this one out here. Whoop. I'm not going to flip this and embarrass myself. So there we are.
Okay.
So let's have a look at these. Let's have a little peek. Well, it's nearly done there. As I say, it depends how long they cook on the heat of the pan. But don't cook them too quickly, they will just burn. And they'll be horrible. And this one is kind of like, well...
Chef's privilege.
Chef's privilege. That's a bit too much.
It turns out alright, that one, no?
Kind of.
I think from tasting experience, I think the best one will be that one. The one that are going foggy again. The ones that are kind of like brownish.
But you see how much water vapour comes out of that where you're cooking it? It's still coming off now.
Yeah.
Really, what if you think, well... most of the water, until it's really cooked, I'll tell you, potatoes contain water and onions. So, logic suggests, when the thing is fully cooked, all the water should be evaporated, or most of it. So, when it stops steaming, it's ready to serve. You see?
Okay.
That's not complicated. Right, so you've got your heated tray, which I haven't done. One of these trays in here. Keep him warm, just on 100 or 80 or 100 or something. And we're just going to wait for these. We're up to another 4 or 5 minutes with these ones. Look, have a look at that. Perfect. It's not burnt. It's perfect. So that would be a portion, I guess.
For a hungry person.
Yeah, portion. I mean, you do more, but you know, that's the portion. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do an egg to go on the top of it. No, that's not working. I'm going to do an egg to get on top of it. And I'm going to do...
I think they have a similar recipe. I don't know if it's the same thing, but called the latkes or something, isn't it? Is it Polish or?
I don't know. Right, that one. Now this one here is good to go. Remember, keep them thin. Do not make them thick. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Now the other one's here. Now this is the rubbish non-stick pan. So it's like that. That one is chef's privilege. I'm leaving that one. That's for me. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I've just done this one with a little bit of an egg, a little bit of nonsense egg on the top there. So that's good for
brunch.
A little brunch, yeah, isn't it? A little snack. Oh, you could have anything. You have baked beans or cheese, bacon.
Can you break one of them open so we can see inside?
Sure.
Plus I can taste them.
Look, that's what it looks like inside, ladies and gentlemen. You think, oh, that's not cooked. It is.
It is delicious.
It is. You are.
Can I have? So good.
Now,
So good.
normally I bring my taste testers in, but they just had their lunch, so this is for their snack at 4 o'clock. So they can, but I can assure you that each one of them would have a whole plate of those. But they're not local.
Yeah, but it's a treat. It's not every day.
You can't have them every day. Once in a while, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they're very good.
So there we have it. I hope you enjoy it. It's a take on, if you don't like sweet pancakes for Pancake Day, Shrove Tuesday, then you've got something else to eat. You could even have them with pickles. I just thought pickles.
Or a ham, like boiled ham.
Boiled ham, yeah,
I
boiled
just
ham.
thought of that. Don't know why.
It's only potato and onion, it just goes with everything else, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Give us a thumbs up below, give us a like and all that business. I've got some more cooking videos up here, I've got quick tips here, I've got DIY jobbies down here. If you want to subscribe to me and all that jazz is down there. So until next time.